Okay, what's up, guys? Marc Augustine here, and today we're going to go into customer service and how to execute quality customer service on eBay. But before we get into the video, this video is brought to you by Dropship Mastery. What Dropship Mastery is a full eBay dropshipping course showing you everything you need to know to dropship on eBay. It also comes with, if you use the coupon code first 100, you will get 50% off the course, and it also comes with a free month of the ecom sniper software. So I urge you to go follow the link in the description, go grab the course, let one of us will get a call to you and set up the software, and let's get into the video. So Sam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Sammy. I've been dropshipping on eBay for the last 6 years, approaching 7 now. Just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Marc Augustine. I've been dropshipping on eBay for over 10 years, and yeah, welcome to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I urge you to subscribe because we put out at least a video every 2 days. Sometimes we do a video every day, but sometimes we skip a day or two. So Sammy, what are we looking at?
So here are the sales that we have for the last 31 days. Yesterday we had our biggest day yet at $247 in orders. Today's day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 days. We did a total revenue of 1,689. And then let's go ahead and look at our sold items. We didn't go ahead and ship 12 items yet, right? We have all of these orders that we didn't go ahead and fulfill yet because we're just a little behind with the Amazon accounts. However, we're gonna get those out. We're gonna get those shipped today. So we can see that our total profit so far on the account without is $331. However, it's $331 plus the 12 orders that we did today, that we have to do as well. So maybe we can expect like maybe another like 50, $60 or whatever. And then we'll be nearing $400 in profit in 18 days. So let's hit like a projection of maybe within the end of the month, we should be able to kind of hit like the number of like potentially $1,000 in profit. I mean, we almost did it in 11 days like the other time. We're just taking things slowly, right? So the one thing that I would say for this would be that, the first month is like you're establishing yourself on the platform. Maybe you make $1,000 a month. The second month, you go ahead, you can double that. Third month, you double that again, and then you're gonna get to like 1,000, 2,000, 4,000 in sales, etc., and move forward like that. Just remember, guys, that if you want to make a full-time living on this, you need to go ahead and make multiple accounts. You know what I mean? Like we talk about this all the time, but like I think it is so true, right? Like imagine we did 10 accounts on camera, we would have hit like just in like let's
Just
say
warming
whatever.
the accounts up, you would have hit 3,000.
Right, exactly. Like just from like this, in let's say like in just 1 month, let's say we hit like $1,000 in sales, 10 accounts, you would have cleared 10,000 in that month. And then next month you would have done 20,000. Next month you would have done 40,000, etc. And it moves forward like that. It's very linear in nature, this business. So we didn't go ahead and list more items yet because like let's go ahead and check the bulk lister. I'm actually looking at this with you guys, yeah. So we've only went through 58 out of the 2,515. So I'm gonna turn that on and then we can get it into the topic of the video, yeah. Let's go ahead and go to selling. The one thing that I like to do always, and we got to make sure we're sending out our offers every single day.
Yeah, I logged into the account and sent out the offer last night.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. Just send whenever you log in. Like that's that's what I naturally do. If I'm going to go ahead and check a message, I naturally just go ahead and send an offer. If I'm just viewing an item, I just naturally kind of like lean towards that because I went ahead and I saw another person's account yesterday, and they said they're not getting sales, etc. right there. And then all of a sudden I saw there's like 100 offers that haven't been sent. And I'm just thinking like this is like money that's on the table that you guys are leaving behind. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and turn on that bulk lister. Actually, before that, let's turn this on in the end of the video. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and let's use Chat GPT. Actually, I can do it from on my end. Yeah. Okay. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is customer service. You know, like we had a situation where somebody said to us that, like, I think you remember in the Telegram channel, yeah, like somebody said that one of these items, like, it was like a 24 pack, but the list there, what happened, they posted it for like 7.99 instead of like
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
them, right? And in that situation, what you want to go ahead and do is, if let's say for example, like, people are extremely afraid of items that are out of stock and items that are, how, quote unquote, like the price
Like
is higher on
underpriced.
Amazon, right? So they're scared of losing money on Amazon. And the solution for that, right, what it simply would be is, if your item is out of stock, right, you just simply go ahead and tell the customer that, hey, I'm so sorry, my, like, you first of all, you have to brand yourself as a family business, right? And then what you say is, you kind of have to shame the customer into going ahead and, like, having a negative thought about you. Like, if you go ahead and say, oh, I'm so sorry, my son, he's like 12 years old or 10 years old, right? He's working on the family business and he went ahead and made a mistake in the listing. That item, like, is damaged, so we don't want to send that out, right? The customer is gonna be like, oh, you know what, it was a mistake made by the 10-year-old, right? And because of that, right, they're gonna feel like very shy to go ahead and be harsh with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying, Mark?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then guys, and when you go ahead and
Because
start with these,
every message that we sent introduces the business as a family business.
exactly, exactly. So what you would do is, you would go ahead and the first part, like, there's three stages into going ahead and, like, appeasing a customer, right? Let's go ahead and, like, maybe let's make a whiteboard, see if we can kind of like ingrain this concept, right? And then you can kind of like make sure that um any of these situations that's ever to come again, you're gonna be able to handle them like properly, yeah. So let me go ahead and create the whiteboard. Okay. So this to three stages of customer service, and this is gonna be specifically for out of stock and price difference. I remember there was that one guy, like, that we actually went on a call with him one time. His name was Luke. He said that he just cancels a whole bunch of orders, right?
Yeah.
That is not what I would do, right? The way that we really handle customer service is, the first thing you want to do, right, is you want to kind of like focus on good buyer experience. So what that means is, you want to go ahead and make sure that that buyer, right, has a good buyer experience, right? So that means that you want to go ahead and contact them on time. And one of the ways to have them is, as a good buyer experience, is to make sure that whenever a customer comes, you're literally rolling out the red carpet for him every single time, and every single message that we send them, right? No matter what the case, you want to show the buyer that you really care about him, right? And when you do that, that really elevates a good buyer experience, right? People are gonna be upset if their items get canceled. They're gonna be upset if, like, let's say eBay did not allow customer service or anything like that, and somebody goes ahead and buys an item from you, and then you cancel it like 3 days later, and while they're waiting for the item to come, they're gonna
Yeah,
be pissed.
and then you never communicate with them to give a reason.
Right, exactly. They're gonna be completely pissed, yeah. So what you gotta do is, you gotta make sure that you first of all, you gotta focus on good buyer experience. And this one of the keynotes for this would be communication. You got to work on communication, right? So the first thing is you want within good buyer experience, you want to make sure that you appease him, right? And the reason I say that is because first of all, you want to make sure that the blame is not on you, right? Because if you go ahead and put the blame on yourself, what happens is they're gonna go ahead and rip you apart. Some people. The reason
Yeah,
why
leave
we
a negative feedback.
right, they're gonna say, oh, the seller, he is like if you told them, oh, I'm so sorry, like I was too lazy to fix the price. They're gonna be like, what is this guy? Negative, bro, canceled. Right? They're gonna cancel you. Even eBay's gonna see that they're gonna cancel you, right? So that is part of like the negative buyer experience. You cannot tell somebody that I'm lazy, right? What we do is we say the kind of script that we work with is we say something like, um, my son who is 10, right? He made the listing and made a mistake, right? Because the item was damaged in the rain. So first of all, like we go ahead and say the kid made the listing, and then we blame it on like natural disaster. What kind of asshole would go ahead and leave a negative feedback?
Like
It's, oh,
the fact that we actually send these messages is so funny.
well, like we had to, like if we don't do stuff like that, what's gonna happen is negative feedback are gonna come one after the other, right? Like
Yeah,
if you
I know.
don't, so like the main things here is first we're kind of deflecting to appease him, we're deflecting the blame, right? This is very important, right? And you'll see that like what happened was like I recently went to I think it was like a Starbucks or whatever, yeah. I I didn't get I remember I bought like a bagel or whatever for like 3 4 months ago, and they
Mhm.
said to come back tomorrow, and then I had 3 months later, and I said that, oh, you said to come back, like it's been a while, like I didn't tell them the specific time. I said I didn't get my item, and then right away they said, oh yeah, the manager told me that you're coming today. Like they're just BSing from the very beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to give the good buyer experience, right? They
Really?
want to.
That so say that again?
So
You
so so what happened was 3 months ago I went to had to Starbucks and I ordered like a coffee and like a bagel and I was in a
mm,
rush. So what happened was like I went
there
and
weren't
had
any bagels, like it was
no
not
no
there.
no no I paid for it and they gave me the coffee and I was in a rush so I forgot about getting the bagel. Because
Mhm.
not getting the bagel, but they didn't give me the bagel.
Right.
So I called them, I told them that, and then they said, yeah, come tomorrow. And it's been 3 months and I didn't go because time delays or whatever. I
Mhm.
remember this recently, right? Just yesterday, the other day, we go to Starbucks, right? 3 months later, what happens is we go to the drive-through, we just tell them that, hey, the manager told me like you guys are gonna go ahead and give me a bagel. And then they were like, yeah, the manager told me about that already, that we're expecting you. You
And
know what
there's
I'm saying?
no way that can be true.
No, it's that. Like it's been 3 months, like the story was all legit. I didn't tell them about the time frame. I kind of because I didn't want to like get into that. But
Yeah.
they the ones who brought it up, like, oh yeah, the manager told me. Because I believe I told them like, oh, I talked to the manager, and they're like, yeah, the manager told me. Here's the bagel. We were expecting you. And I'm just like, what? There is no way. There's no way, right? But they're focusing on good buyer experience,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So in that same sense, like if you go ahead and you deflect the blame from yourself, right? You don't blame eBay, right? We've done that before and nothing happened, but if you like, you know what I mean, you're still
Yeah, that
tarnishing the brand of eBay, right? And you don't like what is the saying without being vulgar? You don't um like do something where you sleep, right? I think it's like you don't take a shit where you sleep,
yeah,
right?
you don't shit where you sleep.
Right. I didn't want to say it so vulgarly, but yeah, that's pretty much how what the saying is, yeah. So do not blame eBay, whatever the case, right? Your fictitious son who's 10 years old, right? Like if you, Mark, you tell me, right? Like if your son, if like let's say you went ahead and like if my son made a mistake like that and I wrote that message to you, what would you say?
Yeah, there's nothing. I'll apologize.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, no, take your time, like it's
Yeah,
okay. Like you will go the extra mile to go ahead and support like children, and on top of that, because it was damaged by the rain, it's like that's a natural disaster. Imagine people are like, yo, this seller is so bad. You know why? Because he was like he lived during the time of Hurricane Katrina. Like, well, what kind of you know what I mean?
yeah,
What
yeah,
kind of asshole is gonna go ahead and leave a bad feedback to someone like that? Yeah. So that's the first thing. You want to go ahead and go ahead and contact the buyer, let them know that the out of stock price difference, right? Like if your item is out of stock or there's a price difference, right? If it's a price difference of like you lost like $1 or $2, just ship it out,
yeah.
right? If it's like
Even if you lose
20,
$5, just ship it out.
just ship it out, yeah. If you're talking about, like, we've had situations where it's like $7 and like $100. Okay, those ones, go ahead and like send these messages out. Like, this is how you take care of them.
But I will ship it out even up to $20 because
I've done that too for you. That's what I do. I'm
yeah,
giving some
once
people some people don't want to do that, so I'm kind of giving them kind of the solution. I do that as well. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong. I a lot of, like, I'd say like 10-20% of my profits were just dissipated because I went ahead and just like I ship it out. I don't like I
yeah, you
this
don't nickel and dime.
Yeah, like in the end of the day, like that loss will be recovered by like the next sale, etc. And I work like that is, but a lot of people, they're coming into this business with like, oh, I want to make sure that, like,
Like
they're
every
absolutely,
sale is a profit.
every sale is a profit. Like, they are working on like making sure that like everything is perfect, etc. Like they're like, oh, I can't do this business because I need a tracker. No, you don't need a tracker at all for this business to execute it. All you need is good customer service.
Yes.
Right? If you have good customer service, you're going to be able to handle that. So yeah, the first step of this process is to give a good buyer experience. Communication of appease them, deflect the blame. That is the first component of the message. The second component of the message is resolution. Right? So what you want to give him is, you want to go ahead and you want to give him a resolution for whatever happened, right? In my opinion, that the first part is good enough. You can get away with that. Or we like to go the whole 9 yards, right? So what that means is, we go ahead and like we give the customer a resolution for whatever problem that occurred, right? And that resolution, it starts by giving him an alternative, right? So if you have like oh, what the heck did happen? Hold on, let me write this up again, yeah. So number two, resolution, right? And then the way we do this is, let me go ahead and make this bold. And then I need to work on my Zoom skills, man. Anyway, so the next step for the resolution, the first thing that you want to do is you want to send him an alternative item, right? And that alternative item, guys, right? The first part is how you go ahead and make sure that you stop negative feedback. So this part is for negative feedback prevention, right? So this part is negative feedback prevention. I'm gonna highlight that in red, right? And then the next part that we're gonna be focusing on is this part is the part where you go ahead and you start upselling, and you start like trying to take this bad experience as a sale and make a profit from it, right? So the way we do that is, this would be like profiting. So this is how you go ahead and make this sale into something profitable instead. And I'm gonna tell you how to do that in a second. So when we go ahead and we give this customer a resolution after we went ahead and we became their buddy, right? They fell in love with you, and we're gonna show you a message where a customer actually fell in love with one of our users that are implementing this technique right now, yeah. So what happens is, you go ahead and give the customer an alternative, right? And you want to go on Amazon and you want to find the same exact item, similar item, but you want to find a cheaper price, right? So let's say you, for example, you sold an item on Amazon on eBay that is like $100 and on Amazon was 120, right? But Amazon has so much variety, right, that you're gonna be able to find another one of those items for like $80 or $50 or something like that. So find the same exact item, source exact
It wouldn't be the same item, but
similar,
a similar item.
source similar item that's cheaper, right? And then what you do is when you source the similar item that's cheaper, what you want to do next is you want to list the item on your account, but mark it up even higher. So mark it up higher than the original price. So when you go ahead and mark up the item higher than the original price, what happens is when on eBay now the price of the item you're still sourcing it for $50, right? But now you're able to sell it for 120. Like let's say you're selling it $100 on eBay, um, and now you go ahead and take the similar item and you mark it up by $120, and you go ahead and send that alternative to the customer. And after you go ahead and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my son made this mistake. However, I want to make things right. Let me go ahead and like if you would like, I can go ahead and ship this alternative out to you. That is, we just got it yesterday, right? We went ahead and listed it yesterday, right? You confirmed that you're able to ship this item to the buyer's location, right? Do a test order, etc., whatever, right? And then you tell them that, hey, we have a newer, more premium version of this item that we just got out today, and just to make things right, we want to go ahead and ship this out to you at no cost to you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I've done that a number of
Yeah,
times.
yeah. You're literally rolling out the customer, right? First of all,
When
the
I used to
customer,
sell a lot of men's mountain bikes
right,
from Walmart, there was a specific brand, and it was like 84 something, and I was selling it for 110.
right,
And there are multiple times I found another mountain bike and just offer to
right.
ship that out instead of the first one.
And you just raise the price on eBay and you tell them that it's a more premium version or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Right. And this is what you and that works. And that is called upselling, because now the value proposition for the buyer is that the item that you are giving as an alternative is more expensive. So now they feel like, oh, you know what? They're not even angry first of all because it wasn't your fault, etc. And now this person is going ahead and giving me an item that's even more valuable because of like something that he doesn't have any control over, right? So now you go ahead and then you upsell the customer like no tomorrow, right? This is the part where you make the most profit, right? This works like 90% of the time, I would say, right? So you don't be scared of
yeah,
out of stock,
it works a lot because you have to make sure and execute on the communication very well.
right?
If you think you're going to do this and not take the time to craft a good message using ChatGPT or
No,
doing it yourself, this is not going to work. So
exactly,
you have to do very good communication, and then once the usually what happens is you can tell from the response from the customer that he's more on your side and he's not angry, and then
exactly.
it makes it very easy to just offer a similar item.
Exactly. When the customer doesn't hate you and they trust you, that's when you can go ahead and upsell them. So first of all is like you building trust with that first message, and then the upselling begins, right? So now you go ahead and you send the customer like a nice beautiful message and you talk about the product, right? And you tell them all the features of this product, why it's better, etc., right? Or you can just tell them it's a newer, the more premium version, and then they can go into the listing and then relook at the listing and they'll feel like, okay, you know what? I want this item better because they already trust you. They say there's a famous proverb. They say a bird in hand is worth two in the forest.
Yeah,
So in this case, what it means is when the customer has already given you their money, it's already in your bank account. It is easier to go ahead and sell something to a customer that you have their money in your pockets than somebody who is like a brand new person. Like
right,
just
exactly.
Right, because they already sent you the money. They already trusted you enough to go ahead and purchase something. So that is the person you can go ahead and upsell to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So that is the second part where you go ahead and offer them an alternative, right? And then you go ahead, and then the third part of this is the part that converts. So most of the time they're going to say yeah to this if you go ahead and execute it properly, right? The third part, right, is retargeting, right? Retargeting, very important, right? So what you do is like this adds to the whole experience as well. So what you do in this situation is you go ahead and finish it off by giving them a value proposition, right? Let's say for some reason that alternative item, it didn't work out, they didn't want it, right? So what you do is like, and if you tell them that, and if the alter if they and as an additional bonus, right, here is a coupon for 10%, right? And then call the coupon something like sorry Jeff, or whatever the guy's name, right? Sorry Jeff 10. And then they're gonna see that coupon, they're gonna feel like this coupon, they're giving me so much incentive because of that error that happened. So so now you give them the alternative item. If that didn't work, right, which usually it does, you just give them another 10% coupon, and then they can go ahead and like purchase anything from your store. Only them. You're literally rolling out the red carpet for them, and you tell them like, with this coupon, this 10% coupon, you're able to go ahead and, like, we're trying to make things right. You're
Yeah,
showing the
you could
customer you
use
care.
that, but you make it clear that they could use the 10% coupon code on the entire store.
Right, exactly. You make sure that they can use that 10% coupon code. And then I would say, like, let me add a fourth component to all of this, right? The retargeting, like, you go ahead and give them the coupon, you let them know about this. The buyer's gonna feel like, okay, this person really cares for me. He went ahead and found other alternatives for me. He gave me a coupon. And the last thing that we want to do is we want to give him the opportunity to cancel, right? So you want to give him the opportunity to cancel his order, right? And you do not want to ever like do it yourself. You have to have the buyer always choose to cancel, because if you go ahead and cancel an order, right, that the buyer did not go ahead and decide, then what's going to happen is they're going to go ahead and they're going to be very pissed,
Yeah,
right? Even
well, two things. You have a higher probability of getting a negative feedback, and your cancel rate on eBay would go up. So you want
right,
to avoid canceling any orders. It would only not go up if the reason for canceling is the buyer asked to cancel.
buyer asked to cancel. You'll get a defect if you don't choose this run, right? And eBay does not like when you go ahead and like cancel orders without that. So I've had situations where I've sent these messages and the buyers didn't respond, and I would go ahead and chose buyer asked to cancel, because but I would generally wait until the last day before I go ahead and cancel the order. So if you have a 2-day handling time or whatever, you right, wait until the second day, right, like last 5 minutes of the time before it would become a late shipment, and then you cancel the order. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is how you handle customer service. On eBay, you handle any situation, out of stock or price difference, right? The stages you would go through is, first of all, you'd roll out the red carpet, right? They make him fall in love with you, right? Next, second thing is you're gonna go ahead and like give him a resolution, alternative item. I like to give 3 alternatives, right? Just to give him some variety, right? And then I would kind of like highlight the one I recommend, and then but I would give him 2 more, right? And then what I would do, but you would mark them up so that way you're creating a value proposition for the buyer to go ahead and accept this resolution. If they don't go ahead and like that, I will go ahead and offer them a coupon code in the same message and be like, if that doesn't work for you, then you can, here's this coupon code for 10%. Sorry, Jeff 10, whatever, and then you can apply it to any of our stores, right? And number 3 and 4 are interlinked, right? The reason why is because if it doesn't work, they want to cancel the order anyways. And then you would ask them like, okay, if that doesn't work, here's a 10% coupon. And let me know if you would like me to cancel your order. Thank you. And then they're gonna be like, yeah, go ahead, cancel my order. You cancel the order. Nothing, there's no problem on your side, yeah. So this is how we go ahead. We make a lot of money from this resolution part. Where we make some of our highest profits in this part, because we find almost, because this is a time where we manually source and look for items that are much cheaper. You know what I mean?
And apply it to money that was already paid.
Exactly. This is the most powerful situation, right? This is literally like having a super hot lead. So let's go ahead and show you like some of the responses we get from ChatGPT, and then we can go ahead and Mark, we have a video of, how do I say? Like, remember we did that customer service on Danielle's account?
Yes.
When we post this video, ideally what I would like is to go ahead and um post that video as alongside it, or like together, or like, you know what I mean. So that
Yeah,
way
I'll
that,
add this video.
right, because in that video we went ahead and did the same exact thing, right? Like we went ahead and ChatGPT, our orders were
Right.
super late.
We crafted two messages and
Exactly.
then got it to the buyer.
Right. And those videos you can find in the course, by the way, how we do our customer service. Those videos, like how we do it, is exactly, we put it in the course. You can kind of see our methodology and idea. And then you can kind of see like these are the results of somebody. This is an order that somebody shipped out. And then we go ahead and he retargeted them as well. So Mark, do you want to read this for the
Yeah.
viewers, and then we can finish
It
it off?
said, "Hello, Russell. I trust this message finds you well. I wanted to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude for choosing our eBay store and purchasing the zesty Southern-inspired what seasoning? I guess that's some sort of seasoning that was sold. Your decision to support us brightens our family business journey, and we're truly thankful for your trust." So in the first paragraph, is mentioned that is a family business, and you're thankful to the buyer. I'm excited to share that your order is all set and will be making it to you. You can expect to receive the zesty Southern inspired chili season by August 22nd, 2023. It is ready to add some delicious flair to your culinary adventures. So all you could tell, this is a ChatGPT message. And now a little something extra. I'm thrilled to offer you a special coupon called I Appreciate. This code grants you 5% on your next purchase from our store. It's our way of saying thank you for being part of our extended family. If you have any questions about the zesty Southern inspired seasoning, the coupon code, or anything else, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to assist you and to make sure you have a fantastic experience with us. Once again, thank you for supporting our family business. Your choice makes a positive impact, and we're eagerly looking forward to serving you again, offering you quality products that add zest to your kitchen adventures. Warm regards, Jim. So this is basically a thank you message to someone that purchased an item, and the goal of that message was to offer a coupon code to get more sales. So that is like a upselling technique that Jim executed on his account. And this is the response. Wow, Jim, your message was truly in all my your message was truly in all my years as a seller and a buyer, never seen such a professional yet family feel. I'm honored to have found your product and will recommend you. Plus, go to your store and see your items. Thank you, and expect a 5-star feedback, which I could put 10 star, wish I could put 10 stars, which I will in my comment. Blah, blah, blah. So he basically saying that he will leave a 5-star feedback and he wish he could leave 10 stars instead. But this is the effect of giving very true customer service. And this is an actual something that happened a few days ago. So guys,
yeah.
I guess subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, because we're doing these videos consistently. So let's get to the bulk lister.
Yeah, I just clicked that button. Was literally that simple. Yeah. And just to close off, I would say, like, just remember, guys, customer service is king. You know what I mean? eBay is such a unique platform where we're able to go ahead and communicate with the buyers. That is the greatest leverage you have in this business, I would say. Right? Selling on Amazon, selling on whatever, like this relationship that you can build on eBay, right? You know, it's you're not gonna find another platform like that. And just remember, guys, somebody goes ahead and has a great experience, they're gonna recommend your store. They're gonna come back. You know what I mean? Every single time you roll out the red carpet, you let them walk. They're in the end of the day, what are we selling on eBay? Right? We're selling the product, but that's not the only thing we're selling. We're selling smiles. We're selling like an experience, right? When you go ahead and purchase from my store, just know that we're gonna go ahead and send you these AI crafted messages that that are gonna make you feel.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? But and then we're true to everything we say. Like we go ahead and take care of our customers like above and beyond, right? They go ahead and as so much as like stutter, and I'm gonna be like, here's a full refund.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are like before they stutter, we have our coupon ready, we have everything, you know, like
Yeah.
we have items we can like to go ahead and solve the problem. We're here. If anybody that goes ahead and purchases from my store, I don't care if Amazon didn't deliver the item to you or they did, or if you forgot, if you have like Alzheimer's or something, you forgot you got the item. I'm gonna send you a full refund, man. Just know, like we're the one thing that I focus on is always making sure that buyer has a great experience. You know what I mean? Like that is how we provide value to this platform. You know, that is why eBay doesn't hate us. Well, not all of us, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're a drop shipper, like some of them they hate because a lot of drop shippers they were exactly how I was in the very beginning, and I got my account shut down because all I cared about was profit. Like that
Yeah. And you
like
have to worry about customer service just as much as you have to worry about profit.
yeah, dude, I would go ahead and go ahead and get orders, and I would just like not care at all. Like I would fill them up at nighttime, like, and I would just ship it out and whatever. Like if buyers would go ahead and send me messages like all the time, and I would not message back anybody at ever in the beginning. Like I just couldn't care less, man. I just thought this was like, oh, you know what? I'm making money. Like I just gotta keep listing, like forget about customer service. But no, this was like this is the maintenance, and then we found that this customer service, like I remember like this mentality that I had was I used to think that customer service was like it's like I don't like doing that because that's not the part that makes me money. No, you're absolutely wrong. That is the part that makes you probably potentially the most money. Because now that one customer that went ahead and bought from you, he's gonna buy from you again for 100, like for 100, maybe 100 more times after that. So if you give him a great service, so make no mistake, like retargeting the same user, that customer service, right, goes a very long way. That is how you build a business, a store, a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely.
Yeah. So that is like I wanted to talk about how this ties in with the Temu lister, but I guess we'll just do that for another video. I think it's kind of
Okay. Okay.
dragging along, yeah.
All right, guys. So smash the like button, join the community, get down in the comment section. Let us know how we can help you. Peace.
Yeah. Have a good one.